Ready, set, go and go. I got a gal that I love so.
It's hard to imagine what music or the world itself would be like if Elvis Presley had never left Mississippi and never graced a stage or sang into a microphone. As we look back at the king of rock and roll 43 years after his passing, his influence is all around us.
The impact that he had, it's hard to even describe how far it goes through not only music, but just culture in general. But, you know, people from John Lennon to current artists, you know, maybe they don't directly copy something that Elvis did, but it's some influence that's made its way through the years and the decades.
Jerry Griffin began performing as an Elvis Presley tribute artist in the late 90s, averaging about 100 gigs a year.
A whole lot of fun, and met a whole lot of interesting people, people that worked with Elvis, knew Elvis. A lot of women would introduce themselves and tell me they dated Elvis, which yeah, maybe they did. I gave up the suit a few years back. I felt like get to a point in life where you don't want to try to be, trying to be someone you're not. It's very difficult to do, but then trying to be someone that was much younger. I didn't want to be that guy.
Now, Griffin is the lead singer of a Central Texas-based band called the Presley Project. It's a unique tribute to Elvis because there's no diamond-studded jumpsuits or pompadour wigs. The Presley Project is a love letter to Elvis's music, particularly the live Vegas-style shows of the 1970s, complete with a horn section. In fact, one of Griffin's favorite Elvis albums is the Madison Square Garden recording from 1972, and another, which happens to be a favorite of mine as well.
And then in '73, Elvis was, you know, the first artist to perform live via satellite, and that was from Hawaii. So the Aloha concert from Hawaii, that was just, it was just a huge event. There you go. That's it.
Happen to have that one. Also one of my favorites.
Jerry and I had our Elvis collections at arm's length for this interview.
The Moody Blue.
In blue vinyl.
That's pretty cool, right?
That's very cool. Yeah, I've seen those. I've never owned one. Here's the Aloha concert. I have an 8-track.
Oh, an 8-track. That's cool.
The Presley Project, like other musical acts around the globe, has largely been sidelined by the pandemic, but they're hoping to get back into the rehearsal studio and get some shows booked this fall. In true Elvis fashion, Griffin made sure to introduce the members of his band.
Yeah, George Kendall is our trumpet player. Warwick Wilson is saxophone. Rick Reinish plays trombone. Our drummer is Rick Hall. And our bass player is Harold Floyd. James Harden plays lead guitar and also does some amazing harmony vocals. We have two ladies that do the female backup and harmony vocals. That's Darla Nicholson and Shauna Pate Dudley. And our keyboard player, who's also our music director, is Taylor Croft.
It's just such a unique idea, you know, having this big band and focusing on the music instead of, you know, the tribute artists, they usually don't have that. It's just a recording or something like that.
You can check out the Presley Project on PresleyProject.com or their Facebook page. As the so-called Elvis Week celebration of 2020 comes to a close, just what is it about Elvis that made him an icon for the ages?
If you're looking for trouble, you came to the right place.
He's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Country Hall of Fame, and the Gospel Hall of Fame. So that speaks a lot to his ability to present any kind of music and do it well. You know, Elvis is just an everyday guy. Obviously, his family was dirt poor. He came up from nothing and had this amazing talent. Timing had a lot to do with it. He was in the right place at the right time.